Earth's history is written in bone and stone, a chronicle of life and death on an unimaginable scale. For billions of years, Earth has been home to monsters, real monsters, not creatures of myth, but predators of absolute perfection, beasts so immense, so powerful, so utterly alien that if they walked or swam or flew among us today, our world would be a very different place and far more terrifying. This is a countdown of the ultimate predators nature ever designed and then erased. These are the top 10 extinct animals we are glad are gone. Before we begin, remember, this is not just a list, it's a journey back in time, warning from the past, and a countdown to the number one creature that ruled this earth before we ever did. Number 10, Dunkleosteus. At number 10, we dive into the ancient ocean to meet Dunkleosteus. Forget Jaws, this was the original underwater nightmare. A 30-foot-long, armed tank of a fish. Its head was covered in bony plates, 2 inches thick, but its true weapon was its bite. Scientists estimate its jaw pressure was over 8,000 pounds per square inch. That's on par with the Tyrannosaurus rex and enough to snap a great white shark in half. If it didn't have teeth, it had self-sharpening body blades that could slice through flesh and bone like a guillotine. Dunkleosteus was the apex predator of its time, and for good reason. Number 9, Arthropleura. If you have a fear of bugs, look away now. At number 9, we have Arthropleura. Imagine a millipede, but one that grew over 8 feet long and weighed more than a large dog. This was the largest land-dwelling invertebrate of all time. While we are not entirely sure if it was a predator or a scavenger, the sheer terror of encountering this thing in a carbony forest is unimaginable. The rustling of 1,000 legs, the shadow it would cast, it's the stuff of pure primal nightmares. Number 8, Titanoboa. Coming in at number 8 is the serpent king itself, Titanoboa. After the dinosaurs vanished, a new predator rose from the swamps to fill the void. This snake was 42 feet long and weighed as an estimated 2,500 pounds. To put that in perspective, the largest anaconda ever found would look like a shoelace next to this monster. It was so massive, it spent most of its time in water just to support its colossal weight. Its constricting power was enough to crush a creature the size of a cow. For millions of years, Titanoboa was the undisputed ruler of South America. Number 7 proves that sometimes reality is stranger than fiction. Meet Therizinosaurus. This theropod dinosaur looked like a horrific cross between a gorilla and Edward Scissorhands. It stood over 16 feet tall and was covered in primitive shaggy feathers. But its most famous feature, these claws, over 3 feet long, the longest claws of any known animal in history. Were they for digging, for stripping vegetation, or for defending itself from predators like Pterosaurus? One thing is certain, you would not want to get on the wrong side of these living daggers. Number 6, Quetzalcoatlus. At number 6, the master of the skies, Quetzalcoatlus was not a dinosaur, it was a pterosaur and the largest flying creature to ever exist. Its wingspan was a staggering 36 to 39 feet, as wide as a small airplane. But here's the most terrifying part, it likely spent much of its time on the ground, stalking its prey like a monster stalk from hell. It could run on all fours, and with a height of over 18 feet, it could look a full-grown T-Rex in the eye. Imagine this creature galloping towards you across a plain and then taking to the skies, a true dragon of the ancient world. Number 5, Spinosaurus. We have entered the top 5 and we start with a controversial giant that dethroned a king. For decades, T-Rex was considered the largest carnivorous dinosaur. Then we find Spinosaurus, longer and potentially heavier than the Tyrannosaurus. Spinosaurus was a semi-aquatic monster. The 7-foot-tall neurospine sail was likely used for display or thermoregulation, but its real power was in the water. With dense bones for buoyancy and pressure sensors in its snout to detect prey movement, it was a hybrid predator, dominating both the riverbanks and the depths. It was the only dinosaur adapted for a life of aquatic hunting, making it one of the most specialized and terrifying predators ever. Number 4. Haast's eagle. This is the most recent extinction on our list and perhaps the most haunting. Number 4 is the Haast's eagle. This was not a dinosaur. It lived when humans were already on Earth. It was the largest eagle that has ever existed, with a wingspan of up to 10 feet and weight over 30 pounds. Its primary prey was the moa, a flightless bird over 10 feet tall. To kill it, the Haast eagle would strike at speeds of over 50 miles per hour, driving one of its massive lion-claw-sized talons directly into the moa's pelvis, crushing it and holding on until the massive bird bled out. Maori legends tell of a giant bird that could swoop down and carry off children. This was not a myth. This was a living, breathing predator that hunted humans. At number 3, Liopleurodon. We enter the top 3 in the most dangerous environment of all, the deep sea. At number 3, Liopleurodon. This marine reptile was the ultimate ambush predator. While its size is often exaggerated, a conservative estimate still puts it at a formidable 20 to 25 feet long, with a skull over 10 feet long, mostly jaw and teeth. It used 4 powerful flippers to propel itself with terrifying bursts of speed. Its sense of smell was so advanced it could detect a single drop of blood in millions of gallons of water from miles away. It was the ocean's perfect killing machine, a ghost in the darkness you would never see coming. Number 2, Tyrannosaurus Rex. It could not be any other, the tyrant lizard king himself. Tyrannosaurus Rex takes the number 2 spot. For over a century, this has been the symbol of prehistoric power for a reason. It was the apex predator of its era. Its bite force is the strongest of any terrestrial animal ever, nearly 12,800 pounds per square inch, enough to crush a car. It could smell you from the miles away. Its vision was based on movement. It could run at speed of 25 miles per hour. It was a pure 8-ton battering ram of muscle, bone, and rage, a perfect predator in every sense of the word. But it was not the greatest of all time, because at number 1, it's megalodon. And now, number 1, the undisputed champion of predators, the creature that haunts our deepest fears of the ocean, megalodon. This was not just a big shark. This was a 60-foot-long, 50-ton hyper-predatory engine of destruction. Its name means big tooth, and for good reason. Its teeth were over 7 inches long, serrated like steak knives. Its jaw diameter was large enough to swallow 2 adult humans side by side. Its bite force is estimated to be between 108,000 to 180,000 newtons, the most powerful bite in history. It hunted whales, dolphins, and any other creature unfortunate enough to share its ocean. And the most chilling fact of all, it went extinct only 2.6 million years ago. In the grand timeline of Earth, that was yesterday. Our ancestors might have heard the legend, seen the teeth, and feared the shadows in the water. For 20 million years, this was the true king of the planet, Megalodon. From the depths of the ocean to the highest skies, these titans ruled the earth. They were the peak of evolution in their time, but their stories all end in the same way, with extinction. Their disappearance were caused by asteroids, climate change, and shifting continents. It's a humbling reminder of the fragile balance of life on our planet. We walk on the same ground they did, but we are merely the current inheritors of Earth. The question is, for how long? Which of these ancient giants terrified you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you journeyed back in time, which one would you want to see the most? If you want to explore more mysteries of our lost world, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the past. Until next time, watch the skies and mind the water.